of the Panthers. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right to the air is Richardson. A wide open receiver downfield. This one is caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Rams will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out. Yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Fields now on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Here we go.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Fields to throw for it. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste. This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Go.
They go play action with Fields. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next...
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Panthers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Panthers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A handoff to Pacheco. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch. A give here to Pacheco. Finding room to the 20. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Rams. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go, side.
Receiver in motion. Going right. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Fields now to throw on 1st down. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. One. That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score.
Don't jump.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Rams have it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Richardson. Quick throw taken in. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They face 2nd down and 7. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Richardson. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drive.
Now Pacheco loses the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, L.A. Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Rams will take a 21-7 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch.
Pressured, gets there, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Fields to throw. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Sisco. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown. Now the point after try from Myers. He knocks it through. And the Rams add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out from the... Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game. And now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours. And right now, it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit.
And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Looks like a design run here with Richardson. And he will take it in himself. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Rams are going to extend their lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Good. It's all right.
Fields now. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, Scott.
Now Fields. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now, Fields. Left side in the hands of Neighbors.
EQ. West side sit. Go.
A 1st down throw for Fields. He fumbled the football. The Rams have it. Oh, big hole left side. He's inside the 30. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Rams stretch things out even further. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
1st down. Fields. That'll be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. The Panthers will take their 1st timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. That's Palmer, the man in motion. From the gun, Richardson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps him.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's caught left side by Ingram. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Here's Fields. work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
Throwing is Fields. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Here we go, son.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. 18 yards on the pickup there and a first down.
Here we go. Hey.
Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go, son.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Carolina. Will Riker down on for the extra point. He's got it. Panthers will get just a bit closer. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Let's go.
The tight end, Fant, in motion. Richardson to throw it here on first down. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches. That's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
On first and 10, Fields. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And he'll get forward for a couple. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Second down and 8.
Here we go.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin White.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Richardson. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the gun, here's Pacheco. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the count.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Right.
Now it's a bootleg with Fields. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. In trouble, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Here we go.
One of the tight ends motions right.
Right.
To throw is Fields. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down.
Don't jump. Ready?
To throw is Fields. Flowers with the catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Fields now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Here we go.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. And that is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Rams defense will take over at their own 15.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. This one complete to Palmer. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. On 2nd down, Richardson. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
And he will dive into the end zone. 74 yards. Touchdown, Rams. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Rams will add one more onto their big lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
A 1st down throw for Fields. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So, 3/4 now.
Yes. Here we go, tonight.
Give up the middle to Taylor. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. He'll air one out for Palmer. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it. And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Looking back to the middle of the field, it is caught. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And the The Panthers are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And that is incomplete. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Rams. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. The Panthers will take their first timeout. So Richardson and the offense ready to go for 2. Here's a designed run. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
First down. Fields. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Rams have it.
This one's going to be tough to stomach. I mean, all he has to do is just hold on to the ball, and they've got a fresh set of downs. He was past the yard to gain, but unfortunately, even though they gave up the first down initially, the defense was determined to get off the field one way or another, and they found a way to do just that.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Sending it downfield for Fant. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So Richardson and the offense ready to go for 2. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready? All right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Fields to throw. That's caught once again by Ingram. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Go.
Throwing is Fields. He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be taken down. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. He pulls it in around the 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable.
Now a loose football. The Rams have it. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays. And that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time?
Big opening up the middle. Still going. And he's going to take this one all the way. 87 yards. Touchdown, Rams. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here comes a return from the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
Here we go. You good?
One of the tight ends in motion right.
Right.
On 1st and 10, Field. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go, Zach.
At the 9-yard line.
Is that all right?
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. will stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
Here we go.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Now, Fields. Oh, yeah. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway.
Here we go.
Fields now. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
Easy. Hey, Ken. Go.
Fields from the pistol. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Go!
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.